Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review The Loft. So, The Loft stars Carl Urban and James Marsden, and what this film is about. It's about these five dudes who, secretly go to this loft, and one day when one of them finds that a dead body is in the loft, they're all questioning each other who did it because only the five of them have keys to the loft. So what did I think of The Loft? This is the worst movie I've seen this year. I'm going straight in. This is the worst film I've seen so far this year. Wow, was this movie awful. Words can't even describe how terrible this movie was. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's get into my positives. There are no positives with this film at all. No positives whatsoever. So let's go straight into my negatives. And my negatives are the acting in this movie. The acting in here, oh my goodness, it is terrible. It's terrible, I say terrible. The acting in The Loft is terrible. Okay, I'll say this. Carl Urban and James Marsden are okay, but it just seems like they're phoning it in. They're trying their best, but in the end, it just does not work. It really doesn't. I mean, Wentworth Miller's in this film. If you don't know who he is, he plays Captain Cold on The Flash. Oh my goodness. This is one of the worst performances I have ever seen in my life. Holy moly. This performance was terrible. Oh my goodness. This performance was awful. Then you got that guy from our family who is just the most rude, obnoxious, feministic person I have ever seen in my entire life. He really is. He is terrible in this movie. He's supposed to be like the comedy relief of the movie, and none of his jokes work. None of them. He is just terrible in this movie. And then you got then you have James Marsden, this guy who plays James Marsden's brother in the movie. He is so over the top. It feels like a cartoon at times. Oh my goodness, it did. It felt like a live action cartoon with him. He was so over the top in this movie. He really was. Like, he's like a cocaine addict, and he, like, when he's like, all loopy and stuff, he's just so over the top. Oh my goodness. It's just, it is cringeworthy how over the top he is in this movie. And then all the females are not good. You got that chick from Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, and the remake of Red Dawn. She's not good in this movie. Just, nobody is good in this movie. The acting's terrible. It really is. Another negative. This is the most feministic movie I've ever seen in my entire life. I have never seen a movie so disrespectful to females in my entire life. I'm usually not like that towards films. Like, and just this movie pushed the boundaries, and this movie was so feministic towards women. Yeah, women are just there to look hot, right? Yeah, that's how they treat them in this movie, and it's just like, oh my goodness. The writing in this movie is awful. The writing is some of the worst writing I've ever seen in my entire life. It really is. The mystery, you could care less. You could care less about this mystery. It's the just like Jeremy John said, the Clue no one could care less edition. Well, he said something else, but PG people. So yeah, it's just wow. Oh my goodness. The directing is okay. I'll admit, the directing is not the worst thing about this movie. Just like The Boy Next Door, the directing is not the worst thing about this film. It's okay. But, oh my goodness. The Loft. This movie was awful. I could not stand this movie. This movie, oh my goodness, not only is it the worst film I've seen so far in 2015, but it could possibly be one of the worst movies I have ever seen in my entire life. Now it's time for my official grade on The Loft, and my official grade on The Loft is an F. An F, F, F. Go away. This movie, you should never see The Loft, please. If you have if you haven't seen this movie yet, please avoid it with all your life. This movie is terrible. Please do not see this film. You will waste your time watching The Loft because it is an awful movie and it deserves an F. Just in case if you've seen this movie, what'd you think of it? Leave it in the comment section below, and I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we will see you all later. Peace.